YouTube! What is going on, y'all? It is your boy Young Texas, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. The Modern Warfare 3 beta has come and gone, with both weekends of play now sitting comfortably in the rearview mirror after a ton of grinding. Now, I was able to reach the max rank of level 30 during the beta with a ton of games to spare, which was definitely one of my main goals of the beta. However, the most important thing that I wanted to achieve in the beta was, of course, being able to play the newest Call of Duty myself for the very first time and create a ton of content on it, both things that I was able to do. Beyond that, however, I also wanted to be able to formulate my own thoughts and opinions on the beta after playing it myself, as after weekend 1 of the beta, I was only able to formulate those thoughts and opinions based on the content that I had watched. That being said, I was able to play the beta quite a bit and formulate quite a bit of my own opinions and thoughts on the beta before the game officially drops next month. First things first, I wanted to say that my own experience in playing the Modern Warfare 3 beta was overwhelmingly positive. There was a lot of things that I did enjoy throughout the course of the beta, and only a few key things that I'd like to see changed. To get things started, I just wanted to say that being able to play Call of Duty again on those classic Call of Duty maps was definitely something that I was looking forward to. I did get to play on all of the base multiplayer maps offered throughout the course of the Modern Warfare 3 beta, with those being Favela, High Rise, Rust, Skid Row, and Estate. I wasn't too surprised to see a 24/7 playlist made for both Rust and High Rise kind of towards the tail end of the beta, as those were by far the favorite maps of the Call of Duty community. Now, even though the maps that we got to play on throughout the course of the MW3 beta were simply just remastered versions of some classic Call of Duty maps, they still found a way to feel incredibly fresh, and not just because we haven't been playing on them in so many years. The playstyle that players could adopt in Modern Warfare 3 allowed the maps to feel so incredibly fresh and like they were just brand new maps again, because the playstyle was able to be far more free than what we saw way back in 2009. The change in player movement was something that players wanted to get their hands on and something that players wanted to try out, and I have to say, after experiencing the movement myself and being able to test a bunch of things out, I have to say that movement in every single situation felt incredibly fluid. Be it the increased player speed, the ability to mantle like never before, or the return of slide canceling, it truly felt like I could traverse the map in any way that I saw fit. The gunplay throughout the beta also felt incredibly good, and for the most part, the weapons felt incredibly balanced, with gunfights coming down to whoever had the better shot. Of course, the increased player health and thus time to kill played a part into how the gunfights felt. However, it would be a disservice to completely disregard the weapons themselves. Of course, some weapons were better than others, with a little bit of a meta being formulated throughout the beta. However, this meta did not feel game-breaking in any way. We've seen some pretty game-breaking metas over the past few years of Call of Duty. However, throughout the beta at least, we didn't really have that game-breaking meta. Other gameplay features such as streaks, perks, equipment, and things like that also felt incredibly good and added a real sense of variety to the gameplay. It was also nice to see map voting make a return, which just added a little bit of that nostalgia factor to the pre-game section of things, but I gotta ask, why were so many people voting for Estate? Like, I know that Estate isn't a terrible map by any means, but it was most definitely the worst map offered throughout the course of the Modern Warfare 3 beta, and it always felt like no matter the game, there was always people camped up in that main house. Other than the campers playing the beta, another real issue that I had and that I experienced is one that many players have experienced and voiced their concerns on over the past few years, and that is skill-based matchmaking. It felt like SBMM was pretty strong throughout the beta, and that's definitely something that I want to see changed and decreased before the launch of the full game. And given the fact that it seems that Sledgehammer is listening to the COD community and making the changes that we want to see, it wouldn't be a shock to see SBMM toned down a notch before the full release. I'd also like to see some increased player visibility. Now, I know that is something that the devs worked on between weekends 1 and 2, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them work on it further between weekend 2 of the beta and the full release of Modern Warfare 3. Finally, I think the spawns need to be fixed, even just a little bit, because far too many times I would spawn in directly within the view of an enemy player. Now, while that did work out for me, and sometimes when my enemy spawned up right in front of me, it was incredibly frustrating to be on the receiving end of a spawn death. Now, the difference between simply just watching content made on the beta and being able to play it myself was astounding, because there really is only so much that you can learn and feel about the game by just watching it. If you played the beta yourself, you'll know exactly what I mean, and you'll know exactly what I have meant throughout the entire course of this video. It's hard to describe the way that the game feels, but if I had to try, it definitely feels both balanced and smooth, something that we have been lacking in the Call of Duty titles released over the past few years. People are saying that Modern Warfare 3 is going to save the Call of Duty franchise, and to be quite honest, that is a point that is incredibly hard to disagree with right now. Now, I don't want to get everybody's hopes up, because we know that there has been some pretty positive reviews of Call of Duty betas in the past, just for the main game and the full release of the game to be a disappointment, but for some reason this just feels different than it has in the past few years. With only a few weeks separating now and the full release of the game, I'm sure that we're going to learn a ton about what changes and new things that we can expect with the full release of Modern Warfare 3 on November 10th. To never miss any of the latest and greatest Modern Warfare 3 news and intel, be sure to keep tabs here on the channel so that you are always up to date on all things Modern Warfare 3. But yeah, guys, that is effectively going to wrap up today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop a like and comment on it down below. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell to turn on those notifications so you never miss any of my daily uploads. For even more from me, be sure to check out the links in the description below to connect with me on all of my social media so you never miss any of my content. But yeah, guys, other than that, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and that's been it. Peace.